Good morning. We are at Luton, and we're gonna go over to another airport that's kind of close to here and do some touch and goes. I'm glad I got myself lined up here. It's pretty close. Get rid of that. Everything looking okay? Yeah, not too bad. Kind of low on my batteries for my VR controllers, so let's make it interesting. We'll see how it goes. Well, this will be okay. Not sure why that ain't working. Let's get checklist working. Checklist. Could have a tab open. Look at charts. So EGGW, EGGW, and EGSS. That's this. So we're gonna fly over to Luton, Stansted, and do some touch and goes there, and then probably fly back here. Ain't quite sure yet. Maps. There it goes. It was a little slow. Yep, it's just slow. Just a little slow. Okay, so I think we're okay. Let's go ahead and get the plane going. We'll get him connected. Next.
2 brakes. Test and set. 3 fuel selector. Both. 4 fuel shut-off valve. On, in. 6 beacon. On. 7 avionics switch. Off. 8 master switch. On. 9 throttle. Open 1/4 inch. 10 mixture. Idle cut off. A auxiliary pump. On. B mixture. Rich until 3 to 5 GPH then cut off. C auxiliary pump. Off. 12 starter. Engage. 1 ignition switch. Start. 2 mixture, at engine start. Ridge. 3 engine. RPM 1000 RPM. 4 oil pressure. Check. 5 mixture. Leaned max. 6 flaps. Retract. 7 avionics. On. 8 instruments.
Okay, that looks like that's at 3. What's the elevation here? 523.
Set. 1 brakes.
Okay. We're all good here. I'll let the plane warm up some. I'm gonna jump outside and take a look at the flight controls. Okay. I think we look pretty good here. Jump back in the airplane. Cool. Let me get take a look at the flaps. Okay, that all looks good. So we're gonna go to EGSS. Click on direct. Rotates a little knob here. And I need to get to E. Yes. Oops. Okay, hit enter. Enter again. So, it's a path we gotta take. So, we gotta do a track of 89, and it looks like it's 22 nautical miles away from us. So, let's so let me set ground in the active. Set COM 1, 121.755.
COM 1 set to 121.755.
Set COM 1 standby 126.725.
COM 1 standby set to 126.725.
Okay. Hopefully that's the right frequency. Say active runway.
Arriving and departing runway 26.
Okay. So we'll make you. So if that's active, like that, and we'll zoom in. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf ready to taxi.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf taxi to runway 26 via taxiways Alpha, hold short runway 26.
Well, we'll see if we can figure this out. Trying to find a taxiway here. Nope, need to go this way. Say active runway.
Arriving and departing runway 26.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf ready to taxi. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf ready to taxi.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf taxi to runway 26 via taxiways Alpha, hold short runway 26. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf taxi to runway 26 via taxiways Alpha, hold short runway 26.
Oh, ILS, okay.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf contact tower on 126.72, enjoy your afternoon.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf ready for departure.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are 321 at 7 knots, altimeter 299er 4 cleared for takeoff, runway 26.
Okay. And what if I need a back taxi? Yep, I think I will. Make you wonder why they didn't bring the taxiway over here. Huh. Oh well. Runway 26. Airspeed's alive. Rotate. So we need to be on a heading of 89. So when I get about 500 feet above the ground, I'm going to make a left-hand turn. Okay, a left-hand turn to a heading of 89. Yeah, should be good here. The elevation where we're going is 384, so pattern altitude would be around 1,400 feet. Oh, that's not good. Nah, no thank you.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, have a good afternoon. Frequency change approved.
Setcom 1 standby 123.805.
Com 1 standby set to 123.805.
Get 10 miles out here, we'll do a radio call to make sure that I'm on the right frequency. Thinking myself a little bit, I didn't pay attention to my touch control, my VR controllers. I should have had them charged up before I started the stream, but things you've learned. Tower, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is Tower, go ahead.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, inbound to land.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, good afternoon. Squawk 1200, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 22. Call downwind.
Okay, runway 22. So I'm kind of close to lined up for a downwind for 22. So all we gotta do is find the airport. With the haze overhead, it'll be a little more interesting. But it says it's off to my left. So that strip up there might be it. 8 miles away. Might be about right. So let's see how this turns out. Yep, that would be correct. It's always interesting to see how far you can actually see in the sim, especially in VR. Yesterday I was doing touch and goes here, and we were landing in on runway 04. Yeah, it's hazy enough. It's a little hard to discern things. 5 miles out, that probably couldn't be it. So I have my heading bug set at 2.2. And so elevation is 348, so about 1400. So it says 5 miles. I don't want to get down too quickly, too early, because if you're up a little bit, it makes it easier to find things. I'm thinking that's not it. jobs could be. It's kind of like looking up and trying to see. There it is. You can see the runway from here. And I'm at about the right angle. Yeah. So, pull back some power. I go back to 2000. You can get rid of some elevation here. Okay. Trying to turn the plane up a little bit here. Trying to hold back on the yoke a little bit. Trying to get it to level off while leaving the power about where it is. Get the plane slowed down a bit. It's still wanting to descend on me. So right here I'm trying to have an RPM of around 2,000. And then airspeed in the white arc, so anything 85 or less. 85 is actually a good airspeed right now. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind, runway 22.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 22.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are light and variable, cleared for the option runway 22.
Okay. So I'm right at pattern altitude. I think I'm a little snug to the runway. So I'm going to try to angle out a little bit here. So, I'm going to hold back on the yoke. I'm going to pull the power back to like 1800. Put out 1 notch of flaps. Okay. Looking about right. We're turning for base. Turn for base. 1 more notch of flaps. Trying to let the plane descend so I don't lose airspeed. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final, runway 22.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are light and variable, cleared for the option runway 22.
Rotate. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, pattern altitude. Back to 2000. Turn for the downwind. Trying to maintain altitude. Don't lose any, don't gain any airspeed. So we're coming on the downwind here. Roll into it. So just about when we get to the downwind, we roll in. We gain some airspeed there. We didn't really want to do that. Trying to be 85 knots or so across here at 2,000 RPM. Trying to trim the plane up to be there. So I'm a little bit above the pattern altitude, 100 feet, not much. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind, runway 22.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 22.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are light and variable, cleared for the option runway 22.
Excuse me. Okay. Okay. We'll pull that back to 1800. 1 notch of flaps. Good for the end of the runway. Want to be at about a 45-degree angle. When I'm at that, I will turn to base. Try not to lose too much altitude, but you do want to be losing altitude. Alrighty, that's probably pretty close. Go ahead and turn to base. Don't turn too steep, just doing slow turns here. You can put out 1 more notch of flaps. Trying to maintain 1800, maybe 1700 RPM. So we've turned to turn to base here. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are light and variable, cleared for the option runway 22.
Just rechecking my altitudes. Okay, we can make the runway. Lots and lots of flaps. Rotate. Cool. Yeah, I have a replacement yoke that I got from the developer. The one I had before had a couple of small issues with it, and I just told him to just send me the parts, but he wasn't having any part of that, so he sent me a replacement yoke. So it's subtly different than the one I had before. Not a lot, just subtle, and so I'm kind of just trying to grow accustomed to it. And the other thing I'm doing is I'm running the Reality Expansion Pack mod for the Default Cessna 172, and it makes we're at pattern altitude, so go ahead and turn here. Probably can roll out just a little bit further. Actually, my patterns have been pretty good, actually. So it makes everything less forgiving. So you need to have your speeds about right, all that good stuff. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf and downwind runway 22.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 22.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are light and variable, cleared for the option runway 22.
Okay. Yeah, looking not too bad. Oh, now I'm a beam of the threshold. Gonna hold back on the yoke a little bit. Pull the power back to about 1800. And once I got that, I'm gonna put 1 notch of flaps out. You see I'm a little bit high in the pattern. So I want to let the nose drop. Let it lose some altitude here. I don't want it to get too crazy. Okay. 45 degrees. We'll turn here to base. 1 more notch of flaps. Same thing, trying to let the nose drop so I can lose some altitude here, and get the proper glide slope going into the runway here. Pattern's looking really good. I'm pretty happy with this. So 5 plus 3, 800 feet. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final, runway 22.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are light and variable, cleared for the option runway 22.
So I have about 1700 RPM on the engine. So once I'm sure I can make this runway, last notch of flaps. I'll get my hand over here on the throttle in case I have to do any last minute corrections. So far don't look that way. About 60 knots. Coming down to the runway. Runway coming. Start flaring. Flaring. And that's how it's done. Flaps up. Full power. I do love this yoke. You can say all you want to, you can fly with any yoke. I don't know about that. I'm glad I got my webcam set up so I can actually show this thing off. I do love it. Not a cheap yoke, but glad I was an early adopter. Only took me a year and a half to finally put my hands on it in my house. Never got to see it at a flight sim show, but I seen it live stream at Cosford, and I was about ready to buy a honeycomb, and I saw this yoke and went, nope, I'm not buying it. I will buy this one. I didn't know that the time from I made that decision till I actually put one in my hands would be a year and a half, but I am so glad I made the decision. Alrighty. So, go ahead and turn here. Okay, we're at altitude. So we go back to 2000. Oops. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind, runway 22.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 22.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are light and variable, cleared for the option runway 22.
Cool. Yeah, who I'm talking to is Pilot's ATC. So it is computer simulated air traffic control, and it actually works pretty good. I'm quite happy with how it works. The fact I can get it to work okay in VR is even cooler. So back to 1800 RPM here. Hold back on the yoke a little bit. 1 notch of flaps. Whoops. That was 2 notches of flaps. That's not what I wanted. Let the nose drop a little bit here, so we can start losing elevation. Looking back to see where the runway is. Kind of look for some landmarks. I can kind of helps you a little bit. Yeah, this should be good. So we down 2 notches of flaps now. Let the nose drop here. Whoops, a little too tight, Bill. Just let the nose drop. I was doing too steep a turn there, and when you do steep turns, you lose airspeed pretty quick. So just trying to make sure I'm still losing altitude here. No, not too bad. Just give it a smudging more power. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final, runway 22.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are light and variable, cleared for the option runway 22.
Okay. So the cool thing about VR is that you have the opportunity to kind of look exactly the same way as you would in a real airplane. So wherever I move my head, that's where I'm going to be looking at, just like I would be in a real airplane. Acts like I'm a little bit low. Nope, I'm not. If anything, I'm high. So, last notch of flaps. So the plane's gonna nose up just a little bit. So, hand on the throttle. $60 knots or so. Coming in. Getting ready. Start flaring. Flaring. Awesome. Good, but late flare, huh? Okay, yeah, I think I was a little late. Flaps up. Oops. Full power. Rotate. Okay. So I'm heading bug indicators off just a little bit. Okay, that's good. It helps you keep your, you keep looking at that, and it helps you keep your pattern in a, it should all be 90-degree turns. So that's why my heading bug is here, and I'm rolling, coming close to it, roll it back. So when it finally stops turning, it should be right there. Just like it is. Okay, we're at pattern. So back to 2000. Turn here. Plane was gaining airspeed, so I pulled back on the yoke, and I got rid of it. It actually gained a little bit in RPM, so had to compensate, fix it. Downwind. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 22.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 22.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are 350 at 6 knots, cleared for the option runway 22.
And I call touch and go, and she calls it cleared for the option. Basically, the option means is that when I come in for a landing, I can basically do a full stop landing or a touch and go. That is my choice, and I have been cleared for that option. So touch and goes are used to allow you to do a lot of landings in the shortest period of time. So when you're learning how to land an airplane, it's looking at that one taxiway. Okay. Okay. I'll back on the that yoke here. Pull back on the power. 1800. 1 notch of flaps. Let the nose drop. I was just looking at that taxiway. Man, that taxiway goes quite a ways back, but I don't know what's way back in there, but it's a pretty good parking spot for airplanes. So when I was on my last pattern, I seen this look like a pretty good landmark to know it's time to turn my base here. I see, I can hear my airplane is a little low in RPMs. 1 more notch of flaps. So I'm turning in, rolling into this. So I should be at 90 degrees of the runway. A little further away this time. I must have picked the wrong landmark. So I may have to give it a little bit of power getting it in here this time. We'll have to see. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final, runway 22.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are 350 at 6 knots, cleared for the option runway 22.
Okay, we got this runway. Rotate. Awesome. Once you get this figured out, it is like such a sweet feeling. You know, you kind of like can just feel it, and just feel it in this yoke. You're just kind of like, okay, no, don't pull it back too far. Just pull a bit. Okay, just hold it there. The ground will come up and meet you. And that's all you got to do is hold it at that altitude. So the plane is pitched up like this, so that it's losing altitude, but it's losing it at a reasonably controlled rate, so that sooner or later the runway will say hello. Okay, we're at pattern altitude. Completed my turn. Back with the power. So my power is set, so when I was doing this turn, I could see the airspeed was starting to increase. So I pulled back on the yoke, turned the trim wheel down just a little bit, just did it again, and so basically trimming it to be in this white arc here. So coming across here, 2,000 RPM, 80-85 knots. Should be reasonably level flight here. So you should be at pattern altitude, maintaining that. I'm like about 150, 160 feet high. Not bad. not bad at all. It took me 10 of the first hours of learning how to fly an airplane to understand the importance of trim. From that point forward, I never flew an airplane out of trim. Ever. Including in a sim. Alrighty. Going back to 1800. One notch of flaps. Make sure the plane's pitching down. Whenever you put out the flaps, the plane tends to pitch up a little bit. So you have to kind of anticipate that. Alrighty. Turn that on base. One more notch of flaps. A little too steep. When I'm trying to turn it from not being as steep, then you have a tendency to pull back on the yoke, and you can tell it by the airspeed going down. Okay, we got 2 notches of flaps in. We're at around 1800 RPM. Well, it's just about level right there. I should be descending right now. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Turning final, runway 22.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are 350 at 6 knots, cleared to land runway 22.
That's how you do don't do my finals real. They should be a 90 degree, but I don't generally do that. I am high. I'm going to get rid of a little bit of power here. Dump in the last notch of flaps. And try to recover from this. So basically push the yoke in a little bit. Run the trim wheel up a little bit. Let's see how this turns out. I'll probably recover from this. A little too much vertical speed here. It's coming back.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf exit runway when able.
Oh, okay. I'm looking for a taxiway. There's one there, but that's not where I want to go. There's one. I think this is a taxiway. Yeah, it is. I didn't see a whole short line yet. That's kind of weird. There it is. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, clear the active.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, welcome to Stansted. Contact ground on 121.72. Have a good stay. Setcom 121.72.
121.72 is not a valid frequency for COM 1.
Setcom 121.730.
COM 1 set to 121.73.
Ground Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Aircraft calling Luton ground on 121.75. It appears you may be on the wrong frequency.
Setcom 121.730.
COM 1 set to 121.73.
COM 1 standby 121.730.
COM 1 standby set to 121.73.
Ground Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is ground, go ahead.
Request taxi to General Aviation Parking.
Aircraft calling ground, say again with your call sign.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request taxi to General Aviation Parking.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, taxi to General Aviation Parking via Taxiways Hotel Delta, Golf, hold short runway 04.
Well, let's see. Okay. So I think I'm going the right way. So this should be a hotel. This is a big, wide taxiway. Wow. So wide it's hard to see the taxiway signs. So this goes up here and crosses the end of this runway. So I probably need permission right now. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, ready to cross runway 04.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf cleared to cross runway 04 at pilot discretion.
Okay. I don't want to go down the runway here. Nope. Just like that. Right across it. So, Hotel Delta Golf. So let's figure out where we are. Looks like I stay here. I don't think I go down there. Nope. So, whoops, I fell out of my cockpit. That's funny. That's a big airplane. No, evidently I missed where I was supposed to buck. I'm gonna go the first taxiway I find here. Okay, come on. Taxiway here. Anywhere over here should be fine. We'll call this good enough. Okay. Parking brake on. Alrighty. So we'll turn off the avionics. Go back to the steering. Cool. Well, my controllers are just about out of juice, so that was a good idea that the tower decided she was tired of me doing touch and goes and says land. I think I forgot to ask her for touch and go. That's what I think happened, but you never know. But all in all, I was pretty happy, and I think what I'll do is tomorrow I'll take off from this airport and I'll fly over to Luton, and I'll do some touch and goes over there. Pretty much every one of them today was spot on. I was really, really happy with how everything turned out. So, if you enjoy this content, please click on the follow button, and I'll probably, it depends on how the weather is outside, but it was raining today, so I plan on streaming tomorrow, but you just never know. So I'm gonna call it a day, and we'll catch you another time. Have a great day.